Hello, I am Katie Garber, and I just wanted to share a little bit with you about my upcoming course for becoming a certified Akashic Record Consultant. So, I will be teaching the Soul Journeys method of Akashic Record reading to anyone that is interested in joining the course. It's 3 levels over 3 separate weekends, and they're about a month apart. And so you can find more information on my website about the dates and times. But I wanted to share just some frequent questions that I get about the Akashic Records. So, first off, I usually get asked how I describe the Akashic Records. And this is something that I feel is individual to each person, that when they access the records, it may feel a little different. But I like to describe it as a hallway of books that you're entering into. So, like a giant library and all these books sitting on beautiful shelves. And then you get to go throughout your soul's incarnation, since it originated from source energy, and get to go to all these different volumes of books and different nooks and crannies of this library. So it's a library just of your soul's information, experiences, your divine blueprint for this lifetime, experiences you've had in other lifetimes and other star systems, things about your history, your inner child wounding, contracts you have with other people, maybe with your parents or partners or friends or teachers. And so you get to travel throughout this beautiful library and pick out the different volumes of books that have information for you for this current moment. And so then you can use that information to make shifts or facilitate healings, or also to manifest future things or come into alignment with things that are already written into your divine blueprint. You get to alchemize that information and take it and transform it and use it in whatever way will help you to find the most alignment and the most benefit in your current time. So that is kind of my overall description of the Akashic Records. I know when people go into the records, it might feel different for each person. For me, when I open someone's records, my own records, I feel like a giant opening, expansive energy in my crown. And it's almost like I'm lifted to a new perspective, a higher perspective than what I'm operating in my day-to-day life. Some people might feel like an opening of a book. Some people might just feel just a little shift in energy, and they know that they're in a different state of understanding. And so it can really be unique to each person, each individual. And I think that's the beauty of it, is that each person has their own divine birthright, that they have access to their Akashic records. And so I like that it feels unique to each person, because that's your individual soul's knowingness, that key to unlocking your knowingness, that you are in this space that is so divinely protected and is so sacred and is just for you. And so that's when I am reading for someone else, that I do always have to ask for their permission to open their records, because no one can access your records without your permission. And that is something that you will learn over the course. So this Akashic Record Consultant course is focused on people that have absolutely no history of reading the Akashic Records. You don't have to have any crazy high level intuitive abilities. It's meant for anyone that has interest in accessing the records. That it's a step-by-step program to teach you first, in the first level, how to enter your own records. And you get plenty of practice. So there is time for you to go into your own records and explore, to come back and share with the group. And then I will lead you through different healings, through different activations, through different techniques so that you know how to use your intuitive abilities to access your records and how to strengthen the intuitive abilities that you want to strengthen. And then level 2 and 3, we go on to reading for others. So you'll just be reading for people in the group. It can be a little nerve-wracking for people to open someone's records for the first time. But this is where I feel like you can really, really know that you're in the Akashic Records, because you will have a connection to information, guidance, knowingness that you didn't know about this person before opening their records. And so it's really level 2 is about building your confidence, knowing that you're in the records, and then learning the ethics of how to open someone's records and techniques to facilitate healings, facilitate manifestation, and to support them. In level 3, we go pretty deep into different aspects of ways that clients might be mirroring you or that you might be mirroring to them. So this is super useful if you work with clients already, but also just super useful in your own day-to-day life or interacting with family or friends or romantic partnerships, that the techniques and the healings and the awareness that you learn in level 3 really helps you to become more integrated into who you are and being a clear channel, especially when you are supporting others. And this is also a really useful topic that we get into, of showing up as the source for someone, for their healing, for their happiness, versus being a contribution in your life and their life. So that can really support you in having energetic management and working with any clients, and can help you to show up being the clearest channel that you can be in supporting others in the records. And so again, you don't have to have any proven ability before you come into the course. It really is a step-by-step guided course. If you are already drawn to this or have interest in the records or have thought about this, I have no doubt that you'll be able to access your records and access the records of others. The record keepers are always the ones that are orchestrating who shows up for what course and who finds the record keepers at what time. So if you have any nudges or feeling of excitement or butterflies for the thought of taking the course, that is a guidance that you're receiving, that this is something that is available to you and that you're ready to step into. Of course, it doesn't have to be now, but to know that you can trust, if you're having those feelings, that this can be a beautiful way to support you in deepening your spiritual leadership and deepening your connection to your intuitive gifts, and feeling like you are more confident co-creator with the universe, that it's not all on your shoulders, and that you get to tap into more joy and more of your desires in an easy way, in an aligned way, and in an efficient way. And so with this course, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would be happy to answer any questions via email, or we can set up a 15-minute chat if you want to learn how this can support you. There are options for taking each level individually, and there are numerous teachers that teach the Soul Journeys method. So if you took one course from someone else, you could go to a different teacher, or vice versa. Then you can also sign up for package of all 3 levels at a discounted rate. And then I am really excited to offer the package that I wish I had when I was going through the training, that involves a high level of support from me with private readings between the courses, and also communication for us to check in whenever you need a little guidance or want to check in or share something. And then we'll have a group forum for you to connect with each other as well. More supportive package, the expansion package. There is also a bonus activation call for the group at the end of the course. And so this can really set you up for you to launch a business doing Akashic Record readings, to incorporate Akashic Record readings into your existing business if you're already working with clients. Or it can just leave you feeling like you can be support. Some people just choose to read for friends and family, to not have to make a big business out of it. But of course, that is available to you. And if that's the way that you would want to grow in service, that you would be supported in getting that ready as well. And so for me personally, the Akashic Records felt like I had finally found what I was looking for when I found the Akashic Records and the teacher that I worked with. And it had been years of me trying different healing modalities such as Reiki, crystal healing, shamanic healing, healing touch, various meditation techniques. And when I found the Akashic Records, it was like, oh, this is what I've always been looking for. So I love in the Akashic Records that we're always looking to get to the root of an issue instead of just trying to heal something at a surface level, that we can go to the root, the origin of something that might be, you might have been frustrated with the same pattern for years and years and years, or feeling like you've been calling in this desire for years and you don't know why it's not showing up for you. So we can really get to the root of that and shift at the origin and create new subconscious beliefs, new levels of alignment, new awarenesses, new patterning, new insights, new perspectives. And I love that we can also work at the speed of light. So that was something that I felt like I was frustrated with in other modalities, that it's kind of a slower change or slower movement. And I like to work quickly, and I like to see things change quickly. And so I love that we can harness and tap into the speed of light in terms of healing and growing and manifesting. In finding the records, it finally felt like this is what I've been searching for in terms of a healing modality and something that I can use for myself, but also that I can use to support others. And I will tell you, when I read for others and their records, there's no better feeling in the world for me than being able to see how we flow through a reading, the level of courage and vulnerability that people have to make shifts and changes, to heal, to connect with their inner child, to understand maybe frustrating circumstances in their life, and then that we can set new intentions, that we can have quantum leaps in understanding, that we can have new perspectives, that we can create new patterning, new knowingness, new awareness. There's just nothing I could put into words of how meaningful this work is for me and supporting people in the records. And I can't imagine doing something that could make me feel this much gratitude that I get to support others in this way of being of service and of helping people heal and feeling more whole and more aligned and more joyous and more free. And so if this is something that is also resonating with you, that you have interest in this as well, please feel free to reach out to me and we can chat more about it and more about the certification course. And then at the end of the course, you also will just have a quick check-in with me to become a certified Akashic Record reader. And there are options with soul journeys to continue on and different trainings as well. So that's a really beautiful community that you also get to be involved in, from people coming from other teachers, and that there's advanced trainings, teacher trainings, and lots of different options there. So again, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing from you.